and I'll Febreze it. What I also do is I wear Under Armour under all of my suits. It'll get a little bit hot in there, but the Under Armour absorbs the sweat. I think we're at 13. You're wearing some Under Armour? So basically, it absorbs all the sweat and it keeps it good. Also, you'll want to wear a balaclava on your fursuit head. While doing that, it also just absorbs head sweat and whatnot. Yes?
For the balaclavas, apparently, I thought you could find them at sports stores, but apparently they don't have them.
The easiest place to find them is just Amazon.com. You can usually find good places that do free shipping and whatnot. Buy one or two. They're all different kinds. There's single pieces. There's one with multiple pieces where you can have the face up, face down. Some suits, they're built in with balaclavas. But for me personally, I will wear a balaclava under my balaclava just because you can't remove the balaclava in the suit because it's the base. And when you're doing that, the sweat and stuff is being stuck in there. When you Lysol the head, which is usually a good thing to do afterwards, spray it out, disinfect it. We'll go into personalities in a minute. And how to poke fursuiters with a stick to make sure they're not dead in the heat too. Just like that. So, okay, so that's basically me. So, now we'll get into actually handling the fursuit. Who wants to be You don't have extra zippers, so I can't handle you. Okay, so, fursuits. Someone stand up, please. Thank you. Woo! Place your hands out and do it to the gap of your field of vision. As you can see, it's mainly... Oh, you're just cheating. And you're cheating even more. Well, at the beginning, you saw it was about right here. Fursuits do not have very good peripheral vision. So when fursuiting, it's always good to at least have a handler or be aware of your surroundings. So Vice, what do you do when you can't see anyone? When he punches the wall, or he just collides into things. That's... Aww. Meet me. This, my friends, is a fur pile.
Don't people suffocate in fur piles?
Possibly. I haven't. Yeah, just get really warm.
You gotta find one first.
They're very secret. Like right here, it was very secret in front of all of you.
Room 366, everyone. No.
So, let's do some imaging on when you guys are tired. What would... Okay, so some actual... Let's say you're walking through the con, you're starting to overheat. Okay, he's signaling that you're starting to overheat. Usually, if you want to try to find them someplace to at least sit down. Now, if they're sitting down and their head's slumped, you might want to ask them if they're okay. If they don't respond, it's best to get some help or with Vice. I don't know what to do with Vice. Everyone else get them help. So, good example of what not to do when approaching a fursuiter. Going up, just automatically giving them a big hug, patting them on the head. Usually, when you go up to a fursuiter, you'll first, like, if you want to hug them, you'll open your arms up wide, get a hug, then you pull out the knife. Yeah. Well, they are expensive. My cheapest fursuit I got actually a really good deal, $150. It went to shit. My best $1,900. My most expensive, well, not my best, but my most expensive $1,900. So you want to be careful. You know, you don't want to mess up someone's suit. Definitely pictures. These guys love to take pictures and whatnot. No, you don't. See, this guy probably doesn't like it. And when they're, kind of minding to get away, they either mean they need to go somewhere or, yeah, they want to leave them there. Yeah. So while I'm thinking of more topics, because this was kind of the spur of the moment, I'll volunteer to do this. Any questions so far? Yes? Not by what? That's later. Yes? This question was... And now I'll try to go back to you. Stop hitting me. Bad boy. Vice, what am I going to do with you? We have one for shooting and one for maiming. Raise your hand for shooting.
I vote for group hug.
Okay.
Group hug.
Scares.
Actually, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to walk out of your... Wait, stop turning your head. I'm going to walk out of your peripheral. See, you can't tell. Basically, this panel is now being upgraded to fursuit and panel of use. I think it's funny, and I think I'm entertaining you all, so...
Yeah.
We've covered heats, some maintenance. We've covered some actions.
Handlers.
Handlers, yes. Let's go on to handling. So, raise your hand, fursuits, if you actually have a handler. You have a handler. You are the smart one. Okay, so, handling. You want it... I can definitely handle you, but it takes some costume shooters. Stop breaking the magic.
You stole your monkey! Spectre monkey! Spectre monkey!
None of these guys right here have moving jaws, which we did right now. Move all of your jaws. Now actually talk while moving your jaw. Let's see. Okay, so they're not breaking that. I guess we'll move into fursuiting personality. So, there's simple just fursuiting, and then there's throwing in your character's personality, kind of like what Vice does. This panda, he's being adorable. This cat, it's just a cat. Hey, love the cat. I don't worry. Don't worry, 2 out of my 12 personas are cats. Wait, kill the cats or kill the others? Bracket, welcome. Fursuit Survival.
Survival?
Yes.
Oh, I want to survive. Never mind. Hey, option sign up is like 20 minutes.
Hi, Racket, I love you.
Ah,
Whoa, big monkey. Hold on.
leave me.
It's a gorilla. That's racist. It's a gorilla.
Any others who want to sit down and take Vice's place?
Snipe.
No!
Fine. Snipe.
Yes?
Remind them of the wonders of applesauce and gravy. It's important.
Applesauce and gravy!
Hello. I have no idea what applesauce and gravy means.
I do not know what applesauce and gravy is.
Means it's time to eat.
I got the perfect answer. Google it.
But I don't
Or
have
there's an
internet.
app for that.
What's this Google?
There's an app for applesauce and gravy. You didn't know that?
Is applesauce and gravy anything like peanut butter and jelly?
No. Way better. But not as cool as my gorilla. My gorilla's the best.
Does it bring all the boys to you to the yard?
No, that's the Harlem Shake.
Yeah, that.
Oh, it's the
I don't,
milkshake.
I don't know if he can do the Harlems. Can you hold this? Get your hand, Mickey. Alright, ready?
I love this interruption. It makes my panel go much longer.
If I wasn't recording, I could actually play the song. It's more like the gorilla shake.
You can't really see. You can't really change his face. He's like an angry Harlem Shake.
So I guess we can all tell why his name is Ryan.
Con lo gorilla.
Applesauce and gravy. Google it. There's an app for it.
Naming it
Applesauce and gravy shake.
after basically what you're good at. Are you leaving me? What are you doing? What? Oh, you guys are interested in the auction? Don't worry, I'll be selling you guys too. I also do that poorly afterwards. Okay, you can go to the auction. I give you permission. I'm not going to the auction. So, where were we before I was interrupted 5,000 times? I'm abandoned. And everything else.
That's okay, you can now focus on the one remaining victim.
Victim. I don't know, what level are you, Red 13? Because I can probably take you at about at least level 70, but if you're past that, I don't think I have enough HP. I'm making a, well, Red 13, he's from a video game, Final Fantasy VII. He's one of the fursuits that can go under both cosplay and fursuiting. What?
It works both ways.
Yeah, it works both ways. Okay, so going on that, some cosplayers who do make fursuits, they actually, the few that I've met, actually don't like being called fursuiters. Some of them strictly will say, no, this is just a cosplay. I'm not in the furry fandom and whatnot. It's sad because some of their work, it's amazing.
They just don't realize it yet.
That's also
Furry's in denial.
So, who has questions? No one? Yes, you do.
I was going to say about the sporting goods store, there are sporting goods stores that do carry balaclavas.
Oh, there are? Yeah, but they're usually heavier for heat retention, like REI. Oh, I know those full suits and stuff.
Well, yeah, even Army surplus stores have balaclavas, but they're rather thick.
I've heard the ones for the motorcyclists are pretty thin and don't retain a lot of heat for under the helmets.
Motorcyclist quality?
Because
For under the helmets.
I was at FC earlier in the year. There was one time, and I forgot my balaclava. So the only place they didn't have any sporting goods stores nearby. I had to go to an Army surplus store, but it was a little thicker than I would have liked. But it worked. It still works.
The thicker ones, so I have a thin and I have a thick one. There's good and bad for both. The thick one, it stays on a lot better, at least in my opinion, because when you're putting the suit on, you're already moving the balaclava a lot. So sometimes I literally have to put my head on 2-3 times just to get the balaclava to stay. The thin ones are good because, you know, there's less heat. They can some of them kind of breathe. I've also known people to actually put on wetsuits, or dry suits, because those do the exact same thing. They keep water out, or they keep water from going in, so it acts the same way. So it keeps the sweat inside. Usually afterwards, when I rarely full suit, I'll flip it inside out. I'll first spray it down with Lysol, and then I'll Febreze it. Because as I said before, you can wash suits, but it's best for the full suits not to do it all too often. A good Febrezing and a good Lysol, bath, basically. It does the trick for my suits. One of the little tricks that I do when I do, because my eyes are painted, I'll actually crumple up some napkins and I'll put them in the eye sockets on the inside, and then I'll just have a go with the head. It's the best way just to get